Right, here we go. We're going to fill in the top edge of our little 3-row piece here, and I'm going to use yellow. In our actual box, the edges are worked, if I do it that way up, you can see the edges are worked in the same colour as the row you're filling in, and that's absolutely fine, but I wanted to do it in a contrast colour so you can see very clearly how it all works. Now, before I go on with this, there is actually an error in the pattern, and so we've put errata on the website to correct that. If you're using these videos to work our October 2018 box, sorry about that, chaps. But we've corrected it. It's on the website, and it's intuitive anyway. I think you can probably work it out, but it's important to tell you that. Right, so we're going to fill in this V, so we're going to start in the top. So we're going to start in the very top corner stitch, and just, as is probably familiar now, pull up, yes, you guessed it, 7 loops. The pulling up, oh dear, sorry, I'm getting in the right muddle with yarn as well. The pulling up of loops when you're just starting a new colour is a little bit fiddly, but don't worry, it gets easy fairly quickly, doesn't it? So let's go and just work along that edge, pulling up the 7 loops. 2, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Familiar territory, but it changes a little bit at the end. So we're going to go yarn over through 2 loops all the way along until there are 3 loops left on the hook. Now, and we are going to pick up our yarn and go through all 3 loops. So that is the big difference here. That is what we're going to be doing at the end of every row, going through 3 rather than 2 loops. That's going to decrease our stitches as we go along and fill in that triangle as if by magic. The next thing that I just want to show you to be aware of is where your first upright. So when you're coming back again, we're going to pick up loops just as before, but I wanted to show you the positioning of the first upright. You're going to ignore this one here, okay, because we're decreasing. We want to pick up the upright that's kind of level with the bottom of the yarn. Can you see what I mean there? Yeah, it's level with the bottom of the yarn. It's so we don't end up picking up our loops again and totally cancelling out the decrease we've just done. So we're going to go for 6 loops now. So working through our uprights just as before, 3, 4, 5, and our 6th loop comes from picking up a stitch just as before, because we want to work this, sorry, we want to work that edge in to close it up neatly. So yarn over and through 2 until we get to 3 loops on the hook, yarn over and through all 3. Okay, so that's decreasing, and you can probably, let's do one more and you'll see the effect. So hook through upright that's at the, it's kind of level with the yarn. All right, so we're ignoring the first one. 1, 2, 3, and our next loop comes from a stitch, so we're down to 5 loops on the hook already. It goes quickly. Yarn over through 2, yarn over through 2, and we yarn over and through 3. Okay, so if I just stop, you can see, you can start to see the straight edge being formed. Let's just finish this off, following the same pattern, making sure you ignore the first upright, picking up the next ones, finishing up with a loop in the stitch. Oh, I've just missed it. Sorry. Making sure when you get to 3 loops on the hook, you pass your hook through all 3 of them. Okay, all the way. And when you get to the top, you're going to see all you've got is 3 loops on the hook, so it's super easy just to go all the way through. Okay, so now we're going to finish up just as we have everything with a slip stitch, but we've only got to do 1 for this. And if I take that out, you can see filled in the triangle. I really love this. As I said, complete beginner, so I've come along with you on this journey and am utterly addicted to it. Just want to start you off on another one and then I will whiz along and I'll see you at the end. So I'm going to start off by picking up 7 loops. It's really clever. Yarn over through 2 until we get to 3 left. Then yarn over and through all 3. That's decreased it, hasn't it? Whoops, go back through the uprights and off we go. Now I'm hoping you're all happy with that. I'll see you at the end for the grand finale. It's not a grand finale. There's no fireworks, but I'll see you at the end. Okay, I'm on the last part now. So I've pulled through all 3 and I'm just going to slip stitch to finish. And ta-da! So there's the edge nicely filled in, and it makes a complete change to the look of it, doesn't it? It makes it really nicely finished off, and you've got an edge you can work with if you want to fold and do something that way. You know, you've got an edge there. It's really lovely. So all you would do is you would continue, if you're not finishing your edge, and you just continue building your rows as many as you like, and it's just so colourful and gorgeous. I hope you've enjoyed these technique videos. Thank you for watching.